When I was a toddler, I had aspirations of driving fancy, expensive cars, which, well, that's come true. But that whole idea emanated from the fact that I was my father's spanner boy. Yeah, he was a bit of a mechanic. What we didn't know then was that I could have gotten into cars through go-kart racing without all the pesky requirements of licenses and, all that kind of stuff. Fabienne, how are you doing?
All right, and you?
I am fantastic, and I want to go straight into asking a couple of questions about your history in go-kart racing. When did you start?
I started at the age of 9. Motorsport family. My dad raced cars himself, so the obvious introduction into motorsport is that. I started in indoor karting. He owned an indoor karting place just up the road from his workshop, so it was quite easily accessible to go and play around there. And then I guess one day he thought, I'm a bit more serious about this than just playing around. He got my first kart at the age of 9, and then I'm 30 now, 21 years later, and I'm still having fun.
Okay, so what do you actually enjoy about go-kart racing?
I actually like the dynamics of the complexity actually of the motorsport and obviously racing the karts, the different setups you can do, the engine performance, trying to get that combination together to actually get the maximum out of it to then be the fastest on the track.
So where do you start? I mean, why, where, how, what's needed, how much? It looks expensive.
It is quite. So the starting off in karting can be quite daunting or intimidating. What we have in our racing team is we have some karts available for kids to actually start off in. So those that don't feel that they're for this, they don't have to invest in buying a kart and all the equipment and then having to sit with a kart that they now need to sell. So that's quite a nice introduction into the sport. And of course the ones that now really like it, we can find a kart suitable to them. I normally always say start with a second-hand kart, have a bit of dings, a bit of, crash or spin, something like that. And once you've done all of that, you can then go sell it and go buy a new kart.
We find out more from our future Formula 1 racers how and why they love go-karting.
Dis net, die spoed is nogals lekker en dis baie lekker om weg te trek en dis baie lekker om mense verby te vat en om te wen. Ek's glad nie bang vir spoed nie.
Ever since I was little, I've always wanted to race cars, and this is the closest I could get to it. I love speed because when I go fast, then when the wind goes against me, I feel like I'm free. I think about when I'm gonna brake, when I'm accelerating, where I'm going. For me to be able to win, it takes aggressiveness and confidence. My ultimate car that I want to drive is Formula 1.
Well, the excitement of driving a go-kart is literally the G-force, and it's so close to you. Everything is just so in your face. It's just really, really exciting because of it's so close to you. Ideally, I'd like to do Le Mans or Formula 1. It's really, I love driving.
What's the fastest you can actually go on one of these things?
So we have the 125cc shifter kart, which is 6 gears, is the fastest that you get on a kart circuit. And depending on the circuit, you can go up to about 160 kilometers an hour.
Okay, I'm taking you onto the racetrack. I don't think it's a good idea, especially after hearing about the 160 Ks on this track, which is not very big, so I'm a little bit nervous.
That's okay.
But I'm going to show you flames, girl.
Okay.
And to show how prepared I am, look.
You didn't even wear the heels.
Yeah, I've done this before in heels, and I don't know. Let's not go into detail. Shh. If my weave comes off on this, sometimes I get some really crazy ideas, like today. This probably isn't what I should be doing, but I am going to do it because I've already committed to it. It's going to get interesting, particularly trying to get into that car. Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
A little bit more than I thought.
Well, that's good. There you go.
I was wondering, can I ever actually outgrow this?
No.
And I forgot how big the track was. I actually thought it was much smaller. Clearly, I haven't been here for a couple of years.
Yes.
And I forgot how sharp those bends are.
Especially that tight right. But you handled it. You saved it well.
I saw these tires coming up at me, and all I could do was scream. But I had fun. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.